Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Dakota, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Dakota's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Dakota's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now Dakota is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, and that's where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. You're going to give the command Dakota heel, and you're going to simply start walking, and Dakota should fall in line nicely on your left-hand side there. He should be keeping pace with you whether you're walking at a faster pace or a slower pace, and he should not be lagging behind on that leash or lunging ahead and pulling. If he is to do so, tell him no, followed by a tug and release on that training collar, and repeat the command to heel. We've also gone ahead and incorporated an automatic sit into the heel exercise, which means anytime that you stop walking, he should sit nicely at your left heel position. If he does not follow through, you're going to tell him no, followed by a tug and release towards the rear on that correction collar, and give the command to sit. The next command they're going to demonstrate is the stay command, and it's a hand and voice command. Use the open flat of your left palm in front of his muzzle and the one-word command to stay and walk out to the end of your training leash. Dakota should remain seated in this position and should not break. You want to make sure that you're practicing this command with him frequently to help build up his ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. And when practicing your long sit stay at home with Dakota, start at about 1 minute and increase your intervals, working up to 3 minutes for your long sit stay. Fred returns back by walking all the way around behind in a counterclockwise motion, returning so that Dakota is once again on his left-hand side. And Dakota and Fred are going to demonstrate their heel sit and stay for you again.
Stay.
Open flat of your left palm in front of his muzzle. The command to stay and out to the end of the leash. Now they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. You're going to call Dakota in using his name in a friendly tone. He should then get up, come in, and sit right in front of you, and then return to heel position by heeling around the back of you, once again to your left hand side, sitting nicely. And they're going to demonstrate that again. He went to go into a down, so Fred simply just heeled him a couple steps so that he's back in the sitting position. That's the easiest way to get him out of the down. Just take a couple steps, heeling him out of it, and put him back in a sit. And they'll demonstrate that for you again. Call him in using his name in a friendly tone. Gets up, comes in, sits nicely. Beautiful job. Around the back, to your left-hand side. Great job. You see Fred petting him frequently throughout the video and also praising him and telling him good boy. You want to make sure that you use lots of positive reinforcement, whether it's verbal praise or physical praise, to keep him motivated completing his commands. You want to make sure that this is fun for him, and you do so by keeping it motivating using positive reinforcement. The next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the first of our down commands, and it's down from a heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground. The one-word command to down, and then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash. And with the long down stay, he should remain laying down and should not break. And you want to make sure that you practicing this command frequently as well to help build up that ability to down stay for longer periods of time. And with your down stay, when you're practicing with Dakota at home, start at about 2 minutes and increase your intervals, working up to a total of 5 minutes for your long down stay. If at any time you're practicing your sit stay or your down stay and you find that he's having a hard time holding the sit stay or down stay, just decrease the amount of time you're asking him to sit and stay or down stay, and then increase your intervals again over time once he starts to show success holding his sit stay or his down stay. Release him in another down stay out to the end of the leash. He'll give him a moment to hold that down stay. Again, open flat of your left palm, straight down towards the ground, the command to down. And give the stay command out to the end of the leash. They're going to demonstrate the recall command, where he gets up and comes on in. Although you're going to be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday activities and schedules and using them throughout the day, you want to make sure that you're setting up about a 10 to 15 minute formal obedience training session every day to work him through his commands. It's great practice for the both of you and help with the transition back into home and his new rules and using his commands. So Fred leaves Dakota in a sit-stay, walks out to the end of the leash, and now they're going to demonstrate the second of our down commands, the down from a distance. Use your right hand from the end of the leash to give the down command. And Dakota should go into a down directly where he's seated. Good job. Sorry about that. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Dakota has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Dakota, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.